Hey y'all, welcome back to another. Wait. Okay. Hey y'all. Hey y'all, welcome back. Fuck you. Okay.
Reload it.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Two Scrippers, One Pole. I'm your host, Kia, and I'm hot and ready for you like a Little Caesar's pizza.
I thought this was the clean version.
No. Okay, y'all.
Are we doing the nasty one?
No. I'm redoing the first one because I just bombed it. Okay, y'all. So, welcome back to another episode of Two Scrippers, One Pole. I'm your host, Kia, and that was my attempt of being a sexy phone operator because oddly enough, people keep telling me that's a field I need to go into, and I'm just like, got some new toys for you. Speaking of toys, I keep making these corny ads. Y'all bear with me, please, bear with me. But this Air Vibe right here, this is the Air Vibe that I keep talking about. The first ad I made, I didn't actually have the Air Vibe. I just had another toy, so I just played it in the background. But this is the legit, real deal. It is a G-spot and clit simulator. It bends. I have only used it in solo play. And normally I talk about toys on Patreon, but I'm going to talk about it here because I keep telling y'all about it. So if you go to Balesa and use code BB2S1P30, you'll get 30% off this bad boy. How it charges, it sits in a case like this, and then you plug it in right there. And so I have used this for solo masturbation, but I could envision it being used. I don't know if I could really see it because it bends. So if you're creative enough to figure out, because I was thinking like, oh, maybe like, well, no, it would still be one person because you would put it on like the clit and then this will be on your booty hole. But that would still be, or you could like put it on your clit and if y'all like semi-dry humping, I guess it could be on like, I don't know. Just fucking buy it, okay? It's lit. BB2S1P 30 for 30% off your order. There's a voice in the room with me. There's a voice.
I thought they were gonna think I'm a ghost.
My voice in the room with me. Oh, also, y'all, I had already recorded this episode, but it was crazy. I don't know what I'm doing, so I really need y'all to send stories, topics, and questions to twoscripters1pole@gmail.com, or at the very least, when I ask y'all a question, just answer. I got like 5 different Instagrams. And so I'm not going to completely repeat everything we said, but I feel like one day when I'm too busy because I'm doing all the editing by myself, I'll just drop that episode as like a original episode. Yeah, that'll be a Minisode of just like what the fuck was Kia doing that day. But it's a really good episode, so if you want to hear how bad that episode was, but it wasn't bad, it wasn't, I'm just projecting. Let's try this again.
Alright, here we go.
We're gonna do it right this time.
Off the script. All
Off
right.
the script.
Have we done corrections?
Yes.
Alright.
Okay, so
Alright, life updates.
So first, corrections corner. Y'all, I just be talking sometimes. I be talking. Did I introduce you?
No.
In the first one I did.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is my good friend, MoMoney. MoMoney, say hello.
Hello, everyone. My name is MoMoney. If you're wondering why I'm MoMoney, you're gonna have to stay tuned for another episode. Because, yeah.
I don't know when I'm gonna drop that episode. But I'm just like, honestly, when I'm just like, fuck it, I'll just drop it. So yeah.
They just gonna have to stay loyal, stay tuned.
Y'all gonna have to stay loyal because some of y'all are listening. Some of y'all, not all of y'all, but some of y'all. So thank you. And if you're gonna continue to stick with me, thank you. Okay, yeah. So corrections corner, Jesse Reyes. I love you, bitch. I'm never gonna stop loving you. I'm so sorry. For whatever reason, in the second minisode, I called your album Before Love Came to Kill Us, Love After Dark. I don't know where that came from. I just be talking, to be honest. So I want to let you know that I put myself in timeout and I'll never disrespect you again. So if anybody who is connected with Jessie Reyes, please let her know I'm sorry and I love you. I love you, baby. I love Jessie Reyes so fucking much. It's crazy. So I just feel really disappointed in myself. So that's my first corrections quarter. And then my second corrections quarter is that first episode that we just recorded.
Yeah. No comment.
It was good though.
It was. I can't wait for it to drop one day.
Yeah.
Life updates.
Life updates. I got insurance. I got car insurance. I'm not riding dirty no more. Okay.
Yeah. Cut. Notes.
No, just okay.
Don't incriminate yourself now.
Okay, no. So that was a really good episode. I talked about curved dicks. We talked about how much Mo travels. I kept going back and forth because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And I'm going to keep saying, y'all help me, please. But why we restarted this episode, question of the week. So the purpose of Minisodes, this is just kind of the setup of this show, of how Tori and I envisioned it. I love you, Tori. I miss you, Tori. Minisode Mondays are supposed to be like 30 minutes. That's another reason why I had to cut the episode, because it was getting up there. It was getting to 40, and I was like, people's attention span aren't that great, just like mine. It's so bad. So Minisodes ideally would be focused. So that's why I need y'all to help me, because I just be talking. And there will be questions that you all would ask, or I would ask, and I get your input. So if you have anything that you want to talk about specifically, that's what be for this. And then the Thursday episodes are more conversational, and it's just me and another person. So that might be me and Tori, that might be me and Mo and Juan, which by the time this episode releases, you already know who those two people are. My manager, Tal, I love you. We haven't recorded yet, but she will be another person. And then I also, after this minisode, there's another person that I interviewed who is actually a pole dancer. So if you are or you know anybody who is a sex worker, a stripper, or a pole dancer, please reach out. I would love to have a conversation with you and have you on here.
Me too.
Talk in your accent.
Oh my god. You know, actually, going off that point, yeah, me too. That's what I said. So, if you're actually interested in finding out a little bit more, just, talk to Mango and, she'll direct you to me.
Wait, say Mango again?
Mango.
Mango.
Mango. Talk to Mango.
I love that. Can you just, randomly just send me voice messages saying my name in a British accent?
Of course. Just say Mango, whatever you want.
Thank you. Thank you. It's something about British accents. So yeah, minisodes are topic based, and Thursday episodes are just conversational. So this week, what is the question?
The question of the week is: do you care if your significant other posts you? No, not really.
Don't read the answers. Do you care? I told you my notes be all over the place.
You know what? I'll be honest. In 2023, it's cool, right? I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But don't for 1 minute think that just because you're posting me, I don't think you could be, sliming me or moving a bit sus on the side. For me, I just feel I've been in 2 relationships, 3 years each. I have a lot of female friends that I'm very platonic with, and I hear their stories.
Yeah.
And, I've just seen such a diverse background of just people in relationships.
Yeah.
So, in short, I would say that I like it, I appreciate it, it's nice, but I don't necessarily care. If you do it, maybe once or twice a month, if people know you have a man, I'm good with that. You don't have to post me every day. You don't have to put me on your page. I'm good. Because sometimes people are promoting, maybe you're promoting Mango, maybe you're promoting music, maybe you're promoting something else. So I don't have to be the face, right? And it's social media, right?
Yeah.
So that's my take.
Okay.
Yourself?
So I had somebody say like, no, social media isn't real. I had somebody else that said that they don't feel the need to be posted as long as they're not a secret in like the day-to-day life, because you don't need to be posted because people be nosy. Like, people love being in your business. It's crazy.
Yep.
And so yeah, it was just that you're not a secret. But there were a few people who were like, no, like if you don't post me, then you're hiding something. And then I had another guy who said that, you know, he is a battle rapper and a lot of people use their pages as their brand. And so when you start posting your significant other all the time, then it's like they become associated with your brand. And it's not just about you. And at the end of the day, like, it's your page. You should be able to post whatever you want. I post a lot, and normally I don't post people, like partners. So I don't care to be posted. I did have one instance where the person asked me first, like, oh, do you care if I post you? And I was like, I mean, if you want to post me, that's your page. And they started posting me, but then they started moving funny. Like, I noticed it was a lot of post and deletes. And then it was just like never posting. And then when I would say something about it, like, it became a big deal to me because it was like, I didn't understand how you came to me making this huge deal about like, oh my God, can I post you? And then all of a sudden, you don't, like, you post me, you delete it, or you stop posting me altogether, and you only post me whenever I nag you about it. And I only started nagging you because it was like, it seemed like this big deal, like you started it. So that's just kind of how I felt on it. Like, I don't care to be posted. And moving forward, I'm not posting people. But yeah, I agree with it, as long as I'm not a secret to the general public. Yeah. But I also agree with the point of like, you know, well, if you're not posting, you hiding something, because then it's like I find out shit. We always find out. Niggas really think I got fucking stupid written on my forehead. I'm not stupid, y'all. I'm not. So yeah, that's how I feel about it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I always tell people I'm not posting another girl. And I used to, you know, KP, I used to post my girls, post my girlfriends. People like, they so cute to this day. People like, yeah, I remember that girlfriend, remember that picture. So I'm done with that. Like, yeah, man, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. No one will ever see my girl on my actual page until there's a ring on her finger. Yeah. That's it. No one can convince me otherwise. Honestly, I probably, if I got married, because I don't want to get married. I don't want to, but I don't want to get legally married. Yeah. I would get ceremonially married. Okay. Registered domestic partners. But even if, I still want a ring though. Don't play with it. I still want a ring. Put some ice on that finger. I'm so mad because I lost 3 rings. Oh? Yes. Oh. I bought myself 2 of the rings. And then one of them, my middle school boyfriend gave me a ring. Aww. And that's the second ring he got me because I lost the first one. Aww. But this one, the first one I lost when I used to cheer. And you know, you got to take jewelry off when you cheer. So I took it off and I didn't have my cheer bag that day. I had a plastic grocery bag. You know, they be having holes in them. So it fell out the bag and into the trash. Not in the trash, in the bleachers, which the school was trash. So it was more or less the trash. Anyway, lost the ring, so he bought me a new ring, and I've had that ring for years. And the crazy part is, I was talking to him around the holiday season, because it really doesn't matter what I was talking to him, but we had spoken, and I had brought up, like, I still have your ring. Now look at me, I don't have the fucking ring. I don't have any of my rings. I'm so mad. Those are like I don't like to change jewelry often. Like, I don't like change. Change makes me nervous. You don't stand for change? I mean, now I'm more open to it because obviously growth, but like in general, the things that I have control over, like when it comes to jewelry, I don't really change my jewelry like that. So I was really sad to lose those. So I'm reading this beautiful handwriting of yours, by the way. Thank you. And I can't lie to you, I'm so curious. There's story time, and I see thumb, and I see loonies. Oh, okay. And I low-key am curious about loonies. Loonies is not that deep. So loonies is because I saw that apparently they charge
charging $40 covers.
Oh?
Yes.
Where?
And Loonies in College Park.
Excuse me?
Yes.
For who?
Niggas. They trying to get rid of the niggas. That's what it is.
I'm like,
it says a $40 charge. The post that I saw, it was like a picture that they posted on the door, and it was like they're charging $40 unless you're 21 with a UMD ID. So all that says is niggas stay away.
$40
to get into Looney.
Are they okay? Honestly,
insane.
40.
40. Period 00.
To do what?
Exactly. They don't even have a DJ no more.
To be fair, at my big age, girl.
I wish I would pay fucking $40 to get the Loonies.
When I could just, bro, I go all these other places for free. Like, even yesterday, side note, I was in DC, Fogo de Chow, whatever y'all be saying.
Fogo de Chow?
Bro, lamb chops, and this is Fogo, $15. It was like 8 of them.
Special?
It was happy hour.
Oh, okay.
I had this drink. I had a drink like this big, had me fucked up one drink. $9.
Oh, wow.
I left there with me and my friend. Like, we had like 6 drinks, like lamb chops, steak, tacos.
Yeah.
Less than $100 at Fogo.
Wow.
And you want me to pay half of that to walk in the Loonies?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Damn, yeah, they gonna try the predators there. You bugging, bro. If you pay $40 to still step in the Loonies, reevaluate your life.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That was like one year, everybody was home for Thanksgiving break and they decided to go to the Loonies.
Everybody rolled up.
That line, I was like, I'll be damned if I ever stand in line again to fucking Loonies. Like, when I say I was fucking Loonies up.
Have we been to Loonies?
Nah, we haven't been to
You
Loonies.
sure?
Yet.
Maybe like one time I swear we've been to Loonies, at least once. I feel like I've seen you at Loonies one time before.
Maybe once.
Like, I swear.
But I used to be, it's plausible. I'm sure a lot of people see me in Loonies. Because I was there every fucking weekend.
We've been to Loonies.
Me and Dixie was in it. You know what? We probably have.
I just don't remember the story.
No, but
I've been there.
You remember we used to always go to Dave & Buster's?
Oh my god. We used to be on the move. That summer, was it a summer?
It was a summer.
God damn.
It was.
That was
a great summer.
Bro, we did it. We was at motherfucking Oxon Hill MGM. Bro, I had work the next morning, 7 a.m. I'm not talking about waking up. I'm talking about in the office.
Like, that was like that one night y'all come here at fucking Dave & Buster's till fucking 5 o'clock in the morning and I had to be to work at 6.
Like, what was we on? Like, oh my god. Yeah, we was moving mad.
We were. But it was so much fun. Because we would go to Dave & Buster's. Dave & Buster's would close at midnight, and then we would stay. No, was it midnight or 2? It was one of them 2. But then it didn't matter because we would go to live.
We just go to live. We was moving crazy.
Yeah, that was insane.
What were we on, yo? Like, that was a crazy time.
Yeah. Then that one time we went to MGM, never again. And that was, why didn't y'all tell me? That was the one time that I bought rounds. I was like, I'm I'm in my money today. Y'all need to be getting the rounds. I'm doing nope. This is the one round y'all got out of me.
Yo, swear. God damn. Yo, I love life, honestly.
Oh, man.
Great times.
Wow.
Great fucking times.
Okay, so So, I do all the editing. So far, I've been doing a lot of the editing, and so I have to listen to myself. I think I'm funny, so I don't mind. I'm fucking hilarious. I be in here dying laughing. Like, this shit is so funny. But I realized that I've been referencing the thumb a lot. And so back in 2020, when I was still teaching high school, I cut off part of my thumb with a paper cutter. One of those old school, like, chop, 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 chop. So what happened was, it was the end of the school day, and I was preparing for the next school day, preparing the paper. I used to teach art, high school art. So I'm chopping away, and then I noticed that at one point when I chopped, it was a little bit harder than normal. But I didn't think nothing of it, so I just kept chopping. But then I noticed I had like long fake acrylic nails. These are my real nails, by the way. Shout out to my student. They're long.
Those are real?
Yes. I mean, it's acrylic overlay. Yeah. But like, this is my nail. This is the longest my nail's ever been. I'm actually very impressed. Like, this is a big fucking deal.
That's impressive.
Okay. Typity, type. But anywho, So I had fake nails on, and I thought what happened was it cut off part of my nail because it cut at an angle too. So I still had like some of my nail bed, not all of it. So I just thought I cut my nail. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I walk over to the sink and I'm like, wash my hand. I'm like, this is a lot of blood for a broken nail. So I wrap my finger up and I go back over to the paper cutter, and I realize that not only is my nail on the table, but it's still attached to part of my thumb.
Yo, can you imagine actually looking at the table and just seeing your thumb?
Yeah. I mean, it happened. So I'm like, oh shit. So, you know, I watch a lot of like true crime and stuff, and they talk about like putting body parts on ice and shit. So I was just like, okay, I gotta save my thumb. So I'm like trying to apply pressure to one thumb, and I pick up like the top of my thumb, and mine, like I said, it's the end of the school day, so all of my shit is everywhere. My wallet, my laptop, keys, my phone. So I'm like scrambling to try to pick everything up with one fucking hand. And I put my keys, luckily I still had my apron on, so I had pockets, so I just kind of like dipped them in the pockets. And I have really good ability to stay calm during crisis situations. Like I give myself a pat on the back for that. And so I picked it up and I go outside of my classroom. I'm trying to lock the door because it's some teachers congregating talking, but I'm not trying to worry nobody. So I'm trying to lock the door, and my classroom was on the 3rd floor. I booked it down that hallway and down the stairs. Like, I'm literally just like pushing students up to me, like, move. So I get to the 1st floor.
You holding your thumb just like this?
I'm holding my thumb just like this. And so I'm like, check out YouTube if you want to see how I'm holding my thumb. So I'm like pushing. And I'm like, move. People are like, Miss Peters, move, I cut my thumb. And so I bust into the nurse's office, and I'm like, I cut my thumb off. And they're like, what do you mean? So they tell me to sit down. They give me a bag of ice. And so the nurse comes over, and she's like, so where's your thumb? I said, oh, it's right here. And they were like, what the fuck? So she puts it on ice. And then, you know, administration comes, and they have to like write a report and file, like call the ambulance. And at this point, they're starting to make fun of me because they're like, oh, Nubby, and they're coming up with nicknames already. Because I started the school year out in a boot. That's another story for another day. This is a segment that I'm going to title Story Time because I have hella stories. But they're moving me out the way, I'm just be talking. The security guards are making fun of me. You know, I'm already like Nubby. They're calling me One Leg, Hop Along, all that shit. So they're just adding on nicknames at this point. So the ambulance comes and they start like wrapping my thumb. And I'm taking pictures because, you know, I'm a millennial. If you don't take pictures, did it really happen? Absolutely not. So he's like, are you serious right now? And I'm like, I cut my thumb off. What do you want me to do? Like, I have to record this. January 29th, 2020, my life changed. So I go to the ER. My mom meets me. My mom is just as chaotic as me. So the first nurse is like, yeah, we can't fix your thumb. You're just gonna have to be walking around with a nub. And I'm just like, what's my life like? You gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I was so stressed out. I thought it was over. Like, my heart is breaking as she's saying this to me.
Yo, my freak nasty ass thinking about how I'm not gonna be able to put my thumb in no butt no more. I'm like, damn.
So I'm sitting here trying to like cope with what she says. Like, damn, I'm about to be walking around with a nub for real. So the doctor comes in and he's like, no, I can fix this. And so he like, I forget what it's called, but it's like something with a C where they burn your shit to like numb it. So he had to burn my thumb so that he could reattach it so he could stop the bleeding. So while he's doing this though, my mom is on the side of me taking pictures to send it to the family group chat. To the point. She taps him. She's like, excuse me, can you move? I'm trying to. Like, ma'am. He's trying to reattach my thumb.
Could I use her name? I was like,
yeah, Debbie. Debbie's crazy.
Oh, Debbie. Oh my god.
Like, I get my unhingedness from my mom. She really told this man as he's reattaching my thumb, like, yo, I need you to move.
So I can take a pic.
So she could send it in the group chat. So my thumb, he was able to reattach it. It fully healed. It's actually one of my longest nails. She made it, y'all. She made it. That's the cut off thumb story.
That's a beautiful story.
Thank you.
Wow. Wow. Mango.
Yes. Oh, so then I wanted to introduce. So we have one. How I want to do this. One segment is called Corrections Corner, because I be talking and I be saying shit and I just have to correct myself. Life updates. Sometimes again, it always goes back to I just be saying shit. And if you watch my story consistently, because I know some people watch my story, I have like 5 Instagrams. You can find them in my bio. I have an art Instagram, I have a poll Instagram, I have a lock Instagram, I have my main page. I also have this 2 Scrippers 1 poll page, and I have a burner account, which you all will not find out about. And then, yeah, so I'll just be talking sometimes. My main page is where you can find me. I started all of my other pages as like, so for pole, for instance, I started my pole page because when I started pole dancing, I was posting a lot in my story, but it became more of a thing where I felt like I was posting for content and not substance. And so I stopped doing it for myself. So I just made a whole nother page to kind of like make a journal of it. So then it was kind of the same idea with my locks and my art page. So I am multifaceted. This artwork, if you're watching, is done by me, and I know this is cut off. This is called Diary of an Angry Black Woman. I am an artist, I am a teacher, I am a pole dancer. It's kind of why Tori and I started this. We are both entrepreneurs. She is a pole dancer as well, former stripper. We have experience in sex work, so that's kind of where all of this came from. Our experiences, because y'all don't fucking read, but if you read the description, it says 2 unhinged, because if you've been following along this long, we're a little bit wacky in the head, but 2 unhinged former sex workers, teachers, sex work advocates. I said that right, advocate?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. No, I don't know why that, I might be a little drunk. That's why I sounded
When you say sex worker, like, can you just elaborate a bit?
Sex work. So that's anything that has to do with the idea of sex. So strippers are considered sex workers because you're selling a fantasy of sex. And then you have literal sex workers who do sell sex. Or you have like the findom, dominatrix, or just that field, people who are selling sex, not always literal sex. It's like in fantasy or like items associated with it. So we both have experiences in that. And honestly, like the name was just kind of catchy, but what are you looking at?
No, I was just trying to see if we're staying the 30 minutes. It's 20.
Oh, yeah. Well, right here it's 28. So it's okay. I'm going to end it soon, but it's like, okay. So that's kind of
I wasn't
where
sure
it
we were
came
going
from.
to do Ask Mango.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm going to end it with that.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's just kind of where this came from. And obviously I can talk more about it. I would like to talk more about it with Tori, but so she can give her opinion too. But that's kind of where it came from. We used to go on walks all the time, and we were like, we should start a podcast, and we didn't know what the fuck it was going to be about. And then one day I was like, ooh, 2 Scrippers 1 pole, and now we're here. So you can ask us literally anything, because we'll talk about anything. Even though it's 2 Scrippers 1 pole, it's not just about pole dancing. Because some of y'all was like, oh, y'all not talking about stripping? Well, we talk about that, but like, we got substance too. It's more to us than just fucking stripping an ass.
Period.
Poo? What the fuck? I got substance, okay? We both want to be therapists, like, yeah. But now, so this is another segment that I'm coming up with. Ask Mango.
Ask Mango. Mango. What
Don't read any of those that are down there, because those are supposed to be like Minisode topics that people suggested. So I want you to ask me a question, because nobody else asked me a question.
Mango. All right, let's highlight what have we talked about today in this episode.
Well, we talked a lot because again, we recorded another episode, so I really don't remember. So if I'm repetitive in any way in this particular episode, I'm sorry, y'all, because I was recording and I didn't know what I was doing. But Mango is my stripper / dance name that I was given from someone else, and so that's just kind of my alter ego. So ask Mango any and everything.
You want a professional question, a freaky question?
You can ask both of them.
Both of them.
Both.
Okay. Professional question. From a business point of view, you know, whether it's, you know, any form of sex work or, related to, pole or, even back when you were teaching, what, if you were to start some form of business related to what you do today, register an LLC today, even maybe regarding the podcast, what would it be?
Damn. If I were to start a LLC, I'm still figuring that out, to be honest, because I just have my hand in so many different pots. I think like a goal I have for myself is to start a nonprofit that is based in art. Honestly, where this podcast fits in, I'm very much, ever since my car accidents, as I've been saying, like I'm just really taking life for whatever it throws at me. I started manifesting and like doing meditations, which I don't think I did my meditation today. I need to get on that. But I've been starting to get really into that, and I've noticed in the past year that I've been asking for a lot of abundance. I wasn't very specific, and I wanted money. That's what I want. I wasn't super specific, and so now I have a lot of abundance in many ways. Like I have a lot going on with my pole relationship. I have a lot going on with my art relationship, even though I'm not as connected with that as I want to be, and I beat myself up about that. But I am figuring, I'm releasing myself. I don't know. I'm fulfilling my art in other aspects, not the actual visual art. I am still teaching with the job. And so, yeah, I have my hand in a lot of different parts, but in a lot of different pots, but it keeps coming back to art as the basis. So some type of nonprofit.
Okay.
Yeah. Even though I don't know how LLCs work. I haven't got.
Yeah, you can register it.
Yeah.
It's still.
I'm like a business owner, but I don't have an official license yet.
It's professional of you.
Yeah.
Freaky question. How do you feel about eating a man's ass?
I was not expecting that, but I'll do it. I eat ass. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey, Mango.
We'll talk about it on Patreon, but yes, I am not opposed to eating ass. You just gotta wash it first. But I'm
Okay, so you've done it before, and the reaction is always.
I've only done it twice.
Okay.
Yeah, to two different people, a man and a woman.
Oh.
Yeah.
But which reaction did you like more?
If you want to hear, come on over to Patreon. I'll talk about eating some ass.
And bang.
But yeah, tune in. This week's episode, I will be talking to a pole dancer, a fellow pole dancer, a very special pole dancer in my heart, the OG, my original pole mom. So if you are a sex worker, a pole dancer, a stripper, anything within that community, feel free to reach out to me. I would love to have you come on here and have some conversations. The minisodes are usually recorded, as this is, but the Thursday episodes, some of them will be recorded just because, and those will probably be posted on Patreon because I'm not editing that shit. And because being in pole dancing, being in sex work, a lot of times we have to be very private about it and we can't tell people. It is a way to keep you anonymous. So check out this week's episode, full episode. And yeah, so keep on rocking with us. Thank you for tuning in. 2 scrippers, 1 pole, bitch. Okay, you can stop it.